I don't know if any of you know this, but I used to live up here for a little while. I lived in Salem for just a short time. I moved here for the winter. I really did. What was I thinking? I was right out of college, and I had a job with who remembers 9X? Bad word. I worked for 9X for 6 months, 5.5 actually, in Lynn, City of Sin, and I was living in Salem. And one of the beautiful things about that, and it happens so often in our lives, and it's a good thing to remind ourselves of, that what we're actually doing and what we think we are actually doing at any given moment may not be what's actually happening, if that makes any sense. So for instance, when I moved up here right after college, I thought I was getting a job at 9X in telecommunications as a management trainee. But what was really happening was there was this explosion of new folk music, and Boston was kind of the epicenter of it. And people that would later become my peers, like John Gorka and David Wilcox and Patty Larkin and Sean Colvin, and all these people were playing everywhere around here. I remember coming to see David Wilcox right here, and I would go to work in my suit and my coat and tie, and then every single night, like even on Monday nights, you could go to coffee houses or hotel bars, and there would be these open mic nights, and there'd be like 100 people would show up on a Monday night for these things, and so I said, to hell with this, I'm going to become a musician. And I did the only thing that I could do. I moved back in with my mother. As all folk musicians must. Anyway, thank you, Boston, for that. And I also want to say you're welcome, because since I left, the Red Sox have won a lot. So, just a little gift from me to you. Anyway, this is another song from the musical, and this is just kind of a one-off show for me. I flew up from DC today, and I'm flying back in the morning. And I was reminded that recently I was on a flight. Actually, I think it was going to see my son in Colorado. I was on the way to Denver. It was just one of those, flying sucks these days. It just does. There's no two ways around it. It just sucks. And this was definitely even suckier than normal, It was just kind of one of those things, like everybody's tired and annoyed with each other. And, we're walking on, the flight attendant, I don't know about you guys, but like when I was a kid, we flew a lot, we moved around a lot, and I got to fly a lot. And for me, flying was always like, no. There's this tin can that goes up in the sky, and then it comes down and you're somewhere else. And there's magic in that. It just always felt like full of wonder for me, and I love flying for that reason, And I got on to this, I believe it was, I don't know, maybe it was a Frontier Airlines or something like that. It doesn't really matter. It could have been any of them. And that sense of wonder was something that the flight attendant had long ago lost. She was just tired, and she was over it, man. She could barely even smile at me as I got on board. And then I sat down next to this woman, and they were all just trying to get through the day, all right, And I sat down next to the woman who was sitting next to me, and man, she came prepared. She was wearing one of those, C pillow things, the C-shaped pillow thing, neck things that, and then some people actually wear them through the airport, which I don't know if that's you, but if it is, stop it because it looks stupid. And but anyway, she was wearing one of those. When you're actually trying to sleep on the plane, that's cool, I get it, but just not. Yeah, anyway, not the Popeyes in the terminal or whatever. Anyway, so, and so she's wearing that, and then she's also got, she's got the sleep mask, and she's got the earbuds, and she was shutting out the world, man. She had the right idea. Nobody's gonna talk to me, nobody's gonna bother me. I'm just gonna get through this by going within. That's what she was doing. And then we got up in the sky, and after the seatbelt light went off, all of a sudden this woman walks to the front carrying this tiny, tiny little bundle. And I watch her go to the flight attendant, that tired, jaded flight attendant, and she asked her if she could hold her infant while she went to the bathroom. And the flight attendant put out her arms, and the woman gave her her baby. And immediately this flight attendant was no longer a tired, jaded flight attendant. She was a mother. You could see it, everything in her body changed, everything in her eyes changed. Well, I guess something in sort of what was happening, the hermit next to me, she kind of realized something was going on, so she lifted her cap, her little mask and everything, and she kind of looked up, and all of a sudden, she takes out her earbuds and puts away her mask and pulls out a pen and grabs a cocktail napkin and starts sketching the flight attendant holding the baby. And it's really good, it's really beautiful what she's doing here. And all of a sudden, she wasn't a woman just trying to get through the day by isolating herself from the world. She was an artist. You could see everything in her had changed. It was amazing. Anyway, this kept going on, and the mom comes out of the bathroom, she takes her baby back, and she walks back to her seat. And the woman finishes the sketch, and I look over and say, "It's really beautiful." So she hands it to me. She says, "Here." I was like, "No, it's yours." And she goes, "No. I need to give it away." And then she just sort of shrugged. She goes, I'm just trying to be more myself, Yeah, me too. Anyway, this song is about the first time I felt more like myself. I was 7 years old and I asked for a guitar from my parents. And for some stupid reason, they gave one to me. I am writing you this letter cause the telephone's expensive, the connection's not so good. How are things where you are? Is it hot there? And I hope we come to visit really soon, and I miss you very much. I guess you heard we moved again. Now we live in Switzerland. There's a carousel down by the lake and flowers everywhere. And on their Independence Day, Geneva has a street parade. They wear masks and throw candy. I was scared, but now I'm not. Can you got a brand new bike. Mom and Dad say sometimes if we're careful we can ride to the old city on our own. Marco, Polo, when we call for one another through the walls of the old city, there are cracks there in the stones. Can you started school and made a friend. The kids call him weird, but I call him Ben. He's kind of different, just like me. And he has this old guitar and he tells stories I've never heard before. I suppose, but I'm sure I'd like it if I tried. Now we live in strong. I don't think I'll ever stop.